You don't need that job anymore. $50,000 a month is about to be your new normal. And the reason I know this is because I'm about to teach you something that I wish I knew a long time ago. You know what a trust fund is, right? When you think of a trust fund, you think of someone wealthy that puts all their assets in a trust fund so they can protect them and pass them down to their children. But I bet you didn't know that it's not people who are already wealthy that get a trust fund. People who are broke get a trust fund, and they use it to become wealthy. Now you're wondering, how do they do it? Well, I'm about to tell you, so make sure you save this video. So you open up a trust fund, which anybody can do, and you buy an asset to put in that trust fund. Now, if you're thinking, well, I don't have an asset to put in the trust fund, what people will do is they'll just go and buy a life insurance policy. And life insurance policies are very inexpensive. You can get in $1 million policy for like $100 a month. Then you put the life insurance policy inside of the trust fund. Now the trust fund is worth $1 million if you bought $1 million policy to put in the trust fund. And then you do what the ultra rich do. People like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, they don't just have billions of dollars sitting in a bank account. Their wealth is tied to their stock. So when they need money, they go to a bank and they borrow money and they just use their stock as collateral. And you can do the same thing with your trust fund. Because you have a life insurance policy in your trust fund, you can now borrow against the value of that life insurance policy. Now, obviously, if you borrow the money, you can do whatever you want with it. But the smart people, they take it and they use it to go invest and buy businesses. They'll go out and they'll buy small franchises, or they'll team up with other investors and go out and buy things like apartment buildings. And then when they start collecting the profits from their investments and their businesses, they go back and they pay off the loan that they used to get those businesses in the first place. And once they've paid off their debts, they're still collecting the money from their businesses, so they're financially free. And as long as they continue to save and reinvest that money, they're now financially free and can start creating generational wealth for their family. And this is just one of the many things that people do to create wealth that we just don't know about. And if you're wondering where I learned all of that, it's in the book called Wealth Secrets. If you want to grab it, I have it linked in my bio. And if I were you, I would get it and I would try and learn as much as possible from that book. There's a ton of ways to create wealth with resources that are already available to us. We're never going to create wealth with our 9-to-5 jobs. I'm sorry, we're just not. So go and grab Wealth Secrets, pick the strategy that you feel will work the best for you, and start creating generational wealth for your family. Because generational wealth starts with you.